we've got what should be a great one here between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Kansas City Chiefs. It's 3-0 versus 2-1, a good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Mahomes now to throw. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. 3rd and 7 now. Well, this defense for the Bucs, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, he got what he could there, just trying to move forward and gain a little bit of yardage and create some space. You know the pressure is going to be tough defensively.
In motion left goes a tight end. From down near his goal line here, Herbert. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. It's a gain of 16, first down Tampa Bay. Dobbins running out of the gun. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll go again with Dobbins. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Herbert. Finds his man. It's Kelce on the crossing route here. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Dobbins trying the left side. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance, they're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Herbert off of play action. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's third down.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down. A shotgun snap for Herbert. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing, maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. And they'll work this down inside the 30. We're scoreless after 1. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. The Chiefs in 3-0 here in the month of September. And they come in on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
He finds the speedster Ross. That's complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage 1 play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up 1st and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far in this drive. This offense on the march.
Fournette will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. And Mahomes is going to keep it. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
On second down, a run with Dobbins. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now on third down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Another run here with Dobbins. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. Here we go on fourth. Herbert. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Running left, it's Fournette. And he's got some space here. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Leonard Fournette. He has career touchdown number 78, tying in with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Butker on for the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to them.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Wow, this one, it is getting out of hand early. They add a pick-6 to the ledger now. 3-score lead still in the first half.
And all that celebrating that you see and hear from those defenders is not just because they scored a touchdown on a pick-6. It's because they're pitching a shutout in this one. Every defender's dream.
This taken in at the goal line. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. The 40. 20. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case.
He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Again, it's Fournette. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Butker's kick here is good, and they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. We haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
Taken at the goal line. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he's loose again. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Again, help it, partner. I get fired up. 2 kickoff returns for touchdowns in the same game. This is fun to watch.
Yeah, we call a lot of games at a lot of different places. Sometimes it seems like we do it simultaneously, but we rarely get to see this.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we've come upon halftime here in Arrowhead with the Chiefs on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. So this a 2-possession ball game as we get back underway, set for the third quarter. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men.
And he'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up past the 40-yard line.
And while we weren't quite there yet, you had to start to wonder if there's going to be any life left in this team. And that big return, that could be the exact spark to get them right back into this game.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
On Herbert, his 3rd interception. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football.
So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spend in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down.
Some teams like to start aggressive to begin a drive, but this is still what you expect to see in normal situations. Just call a simple run, get a few yards to begin the series, and set yourself up for something bigger on second down.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run it again with Fournette. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down.
Attack!
Mahomes going to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
A shotgun give to Fournette. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2 things to watch. First, his strength and being able to break out that initial contact. But at his size, once you slow his momentum, it's hard for him to get it started again and end up tackling him behind the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 12, Mahomes. And he'll find Everett there, complete. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. So the pitch and catch good for 11. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
4th down now after a loss of 2.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
They'll go with a big back Fournette. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. There wasn't even thought of a short field goal. There was no hesitation. They were going for it.
I think he was thinking ahead a couple plays ago. That if he got in this situation, they were definitely going for it. And you're right. It was a confident call and a decisive run to pick it up.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just a 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances. So they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. That's caught left side by Hardman. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
3rd and goal, option right. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. Butker's kick here is good, and that will extend their lead even further. But whatever
was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
On 2nd and 10, the ball back with Herbert. That's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. First down, Justin Herbert. He finds his man, complete. It's Cummings. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 36. Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. That's George Karlaftis, who fought his way through the line to bury him.
A truly all-around great effort against the pass today. First an interception, now getting to the quarterback for the first time in this contest. I think offensively, they just forgot to prepare for him or simply overlooked him in getting ready for this one. Either way, a big mistake, and he's making them pay for it.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
You can admire his willingness to sacrifice his body to try and pick up the first down, and I do. But let's face it, you know his coaches are going to warn him about diving or extending for a marker for this exact reason. So much easier to have the ball knocked free when you're extended like that. So if you're going to dive, you got to make sure you secure the football, which he didn't.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they sit in a good spot, having the ball back after the fumble recovery and up 2 scores in the 4th quarter. They'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Now Mahomes. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here, down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. A quick throw out to Hardman on the perimeter. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Fournette running out of the gun. And some work down the numbers. There he goes. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Leonard Fournette, his 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Chiefs are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth-quarter advantage. Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. You can't ask for a better first quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what?
You're going to?
They have to. Because when you get to if you get to 4-0, you're not just thinking playoffs now. You're thinking about, okay, this team has the capabilities of winning a Super Bowl. They could very well be the best team in the NFL at this moment.
I think they played the best. I mean, there have been a few hiccups offensively and defensively, but probably the best team we've seen, right?
And has the ability to get better.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that when he's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Herbert now. He's going to let it fly. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
109 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be given a whole